bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
Omboko usilale,
lale lale, omboko usilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
usilale,
Lale lale, usilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
Wasanya usilale,
Lale lale, wasanya usilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
we shall not yeah. So we say we shall not relent,
We shall not relent, we shall not relent.
Nataka
Pesa pop.
we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
Nataka
Pesa pop. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved.
Nataka
Pesa pop.
we shall not be moved.
We shall not be moved.
Nataka
Pesa pop.
we shall not be
moved. We shall not be moved. Tunataka pesa pop.
Silence. Solidarity before and
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us
walimu msilale,
lale lale, walimu msilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano. Lale lale, walimu msilale, bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano, 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 bado mapambano.
All right, are we ready? Silence for the press.
Let's keep quiet for the press. Order.
So you are ready? So you are ready? Yes. So thank you, members of press. Kuppet power! 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 Yeah, we are here on the third day of the demonstrations and the strike of the teachers because the Teacher Service Commission and the government has refused to hear us. And today we want to confirm that all the schools have obeyed, they have complied, from the last school in Namcha, Naivasha, to the last school in Kuresoi, Cheptuech and the others, they have really complied because wanataka pesa. And one information we are giving to the government is that these teachers are not going to relent. And why are we saying this? Because these teachers have suffered a lot. Haki tumeumia, walimu si tumeumia? Wanataka kutumaliza. And that is why tuko hapa tujitetee. Tunajirepresent because tumeona kwamba serikali haitaki kutusikiza. Jambo la kwanza, medical cover ya walimu. Ni kama kiosk. Mwalimu anaenda pale, anaambiwa kwamba hawezi kutibiwa, anaambiwa kwamba hawezi kulazwa because yule ambaye anataka kumtibu na yule ambaye amekula pesa za walimu ako Nairobi na walimu wanaendelea kuteseka. Hata hawezi kupata paracetamol. Jambo la pili, mambo ya promotion. Walimu wameteseka kwa miaka mingi, wamekaa miaka 10, miaka 20. Unaajiri mwalimu akiwa 30 years na unataka kwamba ati by the time anafika 55 ndio anaenda the next job group. That one we say no. We say no from Nakuru. The other issue ambayo tunataka kusema leo categorically ni kwamba mambo ya kukandamizwa na mwajiri ambaye hataki kusikiza our CBA. Mkataba wa makubaliano ule ambao wa 2023-2024 addendum ambao uliwekwa nyongeza ya mishahara kwa walimu, mambo ya house allowance na 4 to 9%, tunataka hiyo pesa kwa our account as soon as then we are saying hatuwezi kukubali walimu wa JSS kuendelea kutumika. Walimu wa JSS wanatumiwa kama lab rats. Wanawekwa pale 17 na hawawezi kusustain their families with that money. Tunaona kwamba wanafanya the same job as those who are employed on permanent and pensionable terms. So why should a person work the same type of job but they are being paid less? So we are saying there is no free labor in Kenya. Utumwa uliisha, ukaenda na mkoloni, na hawa wakoloni wapya tutawaonyesha kwamba we are not going back to school. So I want to welcome my executive secretary to address the media.
So members of the Fourth Estate Media, teachers, members of Kuppet Nakuru branch, we have gathered here teachers from 11 sub-counties in Nakuru County, from Naivasha to Kuresoi, saying that for the third day, the Government and Teacher Service Commission continue to ignore the plight of the suffering teachers. The Secretary General of Kuppet Kenya, through the National Governing Council, gave the 9-point agenda to the Teacher Service Commission and the employer and the government on areas as to which the teachers have grievances. We have listed the grievances down here. The first grievance is fully implement CBA 2021 to 2025. There was an addendum of 2023 to 2025 on the house allowance and the 10% of basic. Just implement that. Let's have the money as soon as possible. Number 2 is open negotiation for CBA 2025 to 2029. The International Labour Practice and International Labour Organization says that a CBA negotiations should start 1 year before the commencement of the CBA. We know that the CBA is supposed to commence in 2025 January. Already we are August, late by 8 months. So Teacher Service Commission, Salaries Enumeration Commission should open negotiation for the next CBA. Number 3, these teachers you are seeing here have stagnated in the same job group for more than 20 years.
Yes.
These members here have stagnated in the various job groups, particularly the classroom teachers. The former CBA favored the administrators, and that's why they are colluding with the employer to try to push the teachers back to classroom. But the whole teachers of Nakuru County are here, and they are saying we are not going back to classroom. Yes. progression guideline that came in 2018. The career progression guideline brought in 2 job groups. And for Kuppet, we are saying we don't want to have job group C3, we don't want to have job group C4, we don't have to have job group D2. The primary teachers have 8 job groups, yet the secondary teachers have 10 job groups. We are saying for us, there are 7 for primary school, and secondary school have been given 10 job groups. Already, that one is a high level of discrimination. So let's have a career progression guideline and a scheme of service that favors all. The other issue is the medical cover. Members of press, 2015 teachers lost the medical allowance. The medical allowance went to an insurance called ION. Later it was converted to TSC Minet. From time to time last year we had the budget for TSC Minet, and that was the insurance for teachers. It was 22.5 billion Kenya shillings. The current government has reduced it in the last finance bill to 13 billion shillings. That is a reduction of 50% in amount of 10 billion. And that's why these teachers are going to hospitals. They are not getting medication, they are not getting drugs, they are being chased away, they are being treated by some officials of the Medical Administration Kenya Limited who are stationed in Nairobi, who are telling the hospitals not to admit teachers. And for that reason we are saying we are not going back to the other issue has been the issue of co-curricular money. In 2018, we have 4 types of co-curricular activity in secondary school. We have the KSF, engineering, and music, drama, and sports. In this scenario, before 2018, we had the government bringing the money to Kesha. And we had a very smooth running. And that's why maybe we were doing very well in Olympic and other activities, because there was a very good transition of the talents. We have had a situation whereby from 2018, the money goes to the sub-county directors, the county director and the regional director. And last year, this year, we have pending bills that the Ministry of Education must pay for KSF, sports, music and drama, both primary and secondary school. And that's why these teachers are saying we are not going back to class. Those are the major issues. Other issues are the issue of that we have listed here, the issue of JSS. The court has said we go back to school. We want to ask the whole public to this question. Who has obeyed court orders in Kenya? No! Who has obeyed court orders in Kenya? No! Who has obeyed court orders in Kenya? No! Our teachers, we are not going back to school. We cannot be intimidated by courts. The courts are being used to intimidate teachers, and the teachers of this country should know that we are not going back to school because the courts are being used by the government. So for that case, teachers know we were given 50 to 60% some few years ago. You remember the case of Justice Dumanderi, the Honorable Dumanderi. Yes. The 50 to 60% that was added by Salaries Enumeration Commission, the government noted it, but the courts through the government dwarfed that. And through that we are saying injustice has already been served through court orders. We are not going back to school through court orders. Thank you, members. Thank you.